Hey, this is Rick Reichert bringing you another awesome Rock on the Range moment. We're dealing.
Let's give them a little bit of a background here. These guys are friends. I have no friends except for these guys, and it's unfortunate for you guys.
It's unfortunate I have to call you a friend. You're right.
You're stuck with me. You know, let's rewind. I think it was 2 years ago. Dustin, we were here at Rock on the Range. Yep. I met you. Well, I didn't meet you. I knew you before then, but I saw you walking out of the stadium, and you had been drinking. I'm going to plead the fifth because I drove home. But
yes,
we ended up back at my place, and this is where it's totally, this is the one hetero story I have. And you told me about this thing that you were thinking of with the sci-fi band, and you had this music already set to go, and it had this sci-fi theme, and I have never seen a man. I didn't know if it was partially the alcohol or partially the fact that you were dead set on this. And I was listening to it, and I was like, that's never going to work, man. What are you thinking? So he passes out on my couch. He wakes up the next day. I drove you back to your car because you had spent the last 2 days
in Red's tour bus.
Red's tour bus.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, man, do you want a shower? And you were like, absolutely not. You were afraid of my shower. I remember that much.
Hey, I had already stayed here.
It might have been the way that you asked him, do you want a shower, man?
Yeah, the fact I was naked standing in front of him when I asked him, that might have been a little bit off-putting. I understand that. But you know what? 2 years later, here you are playing Rock on the Range with people going nuts over your music.
It's kind of crazy because I sort of remember that reaction, sort of, because I was browned out.
Right.
At the time.
It was browned out. By the way, that couch stinks so bad. Not because of you.
It's not my fault.
No, not because of you, but I'm shocked that you were like the only person to ever sleep on that couch and not be like, dude, how would you still have this in your house?
Well, I mean, look what we did, you know. And we watched some Trailer Park Boys.
Did we? We did.
I think we did.
That's
again,
fantastic.
I was browned out.
That's great.
Yeah, you didn't believe in it too much.
It was
from the world of Starset, but it was a big thing.
So it was a big thing, man, and I was
living it.
You were living it, and you were doing the right things, man, and to be able to see this, I feel like I'm a part of it, even though I absolutely did not contribute anything to it. I feel like I'm on board now.
You are on board. The Blitz is on board. You're on board.
We are absolutely on board.
You guys are killing it for us here in the hometown, and we really appreciate it.
We're playing the third single, Halo, on the Blitz right now. People absolutely love it. We hear it all the time, man. So I hate to say it, but what do you do next?
Well, we leave here and we continue Hailstorm Pretty Reckless tour, and then we 10 years in June, and then we are direct support for Breaking Benjamin in July, which is huge for us.
That is huge. A little bit more long term. The sophomore album. I mean, talk about it. Well, what do you have? Can you say right now? Go ahead.
I can say that the novel is going to come out this year.
A novel.
And the graphic novel. Well, we've already had one, but I had a meeting with Marvel Comics on Friday, and that went really well. We're not really allowed to say what happened, but
totally understand.
Went awesome. And then the next record will be next year, and we are promoting a new element that the Starset Society wants us to, and we are excited to do that.
Let me ask you a question. When your first album is such a huge hit that it was, do you go to the same people, or do you mix it up a little bit? Maybe check out somebody else as far as people to record this.
There have been some, I've been blown away by some of the people that have asked, you know, can I do this?
Right.
And I'm going to stay with the same producer because we have a chemistry. We sort of drink, you know, we just hang out. It's just him and I a lot of times just getting really weird with the music, and I enjoy myself doing that, and why change that? We are going to change other elements. There's it's a new, it's not the same. The narrative is different. So the music is going to follow suit, but it is still going to be cinematic. It's still going to be a soundtrack to this new narrative, and we're going to progress, and we're going to go further with it.
In the movie, when that comes out, can I play Ron's little brother?
Yes.
Okay, that's
cool.
Ron
Howard's little brother is in like every. You're gonna be like that guy, Clint Howard.
Yeah.
Like
that's great.
You're gonna be it was on my Facebook till just the other day. I forget, in the Star Trek, that was like his first part. Have you ever seen that?
I have not. No.
Okay. You're gonna probably have to edit this part out. Huh?
It's the food that he said.
No, it's a drink. He's like,
have you had this?
I forget what it is, but it's
so
really
creepy.
ridiculous.
Well, put me in there somewhere. I want to play an extra. People are out here lined up.
There's a show me your tits.
Well, you know. Actually, you know what?
Adam, look at this.
You guys are gonna get me
Adam's
fired.
got
Look at that.
tits.
Seriously.
Oh my stars!
Real man looks like right there.
Hey, and I got to ask you guys this too. I was like, hey, Adam, you want to jump on for a break? And he goes, well, and this is not uncommon, so don't think this guy's a dick. You were like, well, I gotta clear it with Dustin real quick first. And I'm like, can I ask you right now, can I get a hall pass for Adam perpetually on 99.7 The Blitz to have him?
Absolutely. Just bring him on nonstop.
No, I don't think you should have said that.
It'd be like,
because now I have plans.
you
Now
need
my
to have
brain
a,
is
a
working.
catchy,
at the station.
there needs to be a catchy name for the show.
Yeah, right? Adam, I just want everything. Listen, anything I'm going to have that guy on, it will be delayed for days and possibly weeks prior to actually airing it. So don't worry about that.
But it'll have to play at 4:20.
That's true. 4:20 in the
Dude, that
morning.
could be an
though.
amazing show. We're talking about your segment at the Blitz. Yeah.
4:20 a.m.
So,
I will get there. I won't always be on time.
okay.
I can do a call in.
I
I'll do
appreciate-
a call in, okay?
That would be great, man.
I will,
How you
my
feeling,
mind,
Adam?
I'll be on time, but it's early as
4:20.
hell. I can't do this.
Real
thing.
tired.
Real tired.
Tour life with Adam. I like this. I like this.
Sign me up, man.
Oh,
That's
man.
great. We can talk contracts.
I'm gonna like splice individual words and just make it sound like
Yeah.
you sold Ron for
I can do
for like
voice tracking.
cattle, you know?
Voice tracking stuff.
We sold Ron for cattle in Nebraska.
Are you going to get us to say cattle, though? That's going to be.
He's gonna
did.
say
You
it.
just said
He's
it.
gonna say it. No, these will be like
I just said that.
Wait.
Brock. How are you doing, man? Does it feel good to be home for a second?
Oh yeah.
All the initials are in that band name.
And congratulations, man! Recently engaged to
Yeah.
Celeste, correct?
Yeah,
Fantastic, man.
I just handed over my balls pretty much.
Hey, listen,
There you go, take them.
listen, man. Sometimes it's what you got to do, man.
9 years.
9 years you were dating.
9 years.
Good for you, man. Good for you. And listen, if touring with a rock band doesn't mess it up, you're good. You got nothing else to worry about. Hey, listen, we're going to wrap this up. I think Kimball's fallen asleep or has gone to the bathroom or maybe thrown up because of the content. But Starset, I was incredibly humbled to be able to intro you guys today. Thank
was
you,
awesome.
Ron,
Great.
Dustin, Brock, Adam, for that privilege. I know Hales was.
It was like the
blown away
first
by
time you
this.
ever did it without being in your underwear. So we're making
Yes,
progress.
that's another. See,
And you didn't really bash us too hard, man. You just kept it kind of cool. Or something.
no, next time. Next
yeah, I
time,
know.
listen.
I've set that
the first
up.
time's a freebie. The second time, I bring out the A material.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's fantastic. I'm gonna let you get to your fans. Hang out tonight. We've got plenty of alcohol back there. Let's have a party, right?
Yeah, Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park, Rise Against. They're standby to take the Monster Energy main stage. I'm Nuber from 99.7 The Blitz with the guys of Starset. Thank you again.
Thanks, brother.